A lot of the time here at Ashleigh Global Plus, we find that terms and conditions is probably one of the most important things that any client should have. Do you have that in your process when someone comes to you for an SBR?
Actually, we don't have it in our process for an SBR. We do have it in our process probably for some of the other, liquidation and voluntary administration. But actually, thinking about it, that's probably a good opportunity because this restructuring process is about restructuring the business, not just the debt, but the business. And as you've just alluded to, makes it very difficult to collect if you don't have terms and conditions. And something else I encourage people to do is make sure in their terms and conditions they allow for the cost of collection, because that will often put them off engaging someone like yourselves because it costs us money. Whereas if that can be included in the collection process, that makes a huge difference. So, no, I think that's probably something we can think about because it's certainly something we do for a lot of our other processes, and it's certainly something that we see that people just don't have. They still think remalpa clauses on an invoice are sufficient to collect on.
Well, a lot of businesses do still put it on the bottom of their invoicing, but having it in a format of terms and conditions and they're signing off on it saying that they agree to these terms, it definitely helps in the long run. And like you said as well, with having the debt recovery clause in it, it's definitely helpful to have on there so that the client is covering themselves if they do need to send that through to a debt recovery agency like ourselves to recover those costs that are involved in doing that.
I think that a lot of small business owners are too scared to send out those. Once again, they think that it'll put the client off. But I'm just trying to think, because you guys actually have special terms and conditions for people in the construction industry, don't you? You really can help with some of those terms and conditions for them.
Yeah, we can. We do have our lawyers that can help us write up terms and conditions, contracts, and yeah, they will be able to go through all different industries.
Yeah, because obviously if you are in the position to be able to put a PPSR on a company that you're dealing with, you have a huge advantage. But once again, I think a lot of people are too scared, too nervous, or actually don't even know that the process exists. So that's about all of us in the industry educating them that it's there, that people like, Ashleigh Global Plus have got those documents that they can use. They do cost money to get them drawn up, but the reality is they save you so much money at the back end. It's worth the small amount that it costs to get them drawn up.
Yeah, and that's what I say to my clients all the time. Do you have terms and conditions or do you have contracts with, personal guarantees as well? And there are a lot that don't. And I say, spend the money, cover yourself now because you're going to save yourself in the future.